you were walking aggressively over to Bain
Yeah.
Capital.
Yeah.
What a life.
What a day we're in.
I
What
love
a
it.
it's true. It's true. Oh, Faye, we're gonna start just with that, like cold open. Everybody,
Oh,
this is Coffee with a Founder. I'm Beck Bamberger. We do this show because we want to better understand why founders are doing the hellacious things of running venture-backed companies, and frankly, how do you survive it, and why do you even do it to begin with? And with us today is Fei Wang. He is the CEO and founder of Source Media, doing a lot as it relates to agents, and who's not doing a lot with agents right now, and data
mhm.
infrastructure specifically. So we're going to get into that. But Faye, thank you for being here. First off,
Thank you. Yeah,
yeah.
thank you for having me. I'm
where are
excited to
you
get into this.
where are you calling in from today? New York?
Miami, actually.
Oh, Miami. What are you doing there?
Yeah.
Conference? Fun?
I live here. Yeah,
Oh,
I live here. Yeah.
on your LinkedIn, sir, it says New York. Wait,
I actually do half and half.
okay.
Half New York, half Miami. So I just switched back last week, actually. So
Okay.
excited to be back.
Excellent. What a
Hmm.
contrast, especially this time of year, between the two, I'm sure, because it's freezing
Hmm.
there. And
Yeah,
yeah. Good.
I'm feeling very lucky. It's funny. There's been like a cold front in Miami, and people are like
Oh, it's like 70
complaining
degrees.
how it's cold.
70 degrees today. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly.
yeah, exactly.
Faye, what are we doing at Source Medium? What is this infrastructure that we're working on? Data infrastructure
Hmm.
specifically.
Yeah, thank you for that
Mm,
question. So basically, what we do is we help 8 to 9 figure e-commerce brands manage their data. So what does that mean? Aggregate it, unify it, clean it, make it into a common set of repeatable schemas and ways of presenting that information that works across really any merchants that are on the
mhm.
e-commerce platforms we support. We support Shopify, Amazon, TikTok Shop, etc. And people are able to essentially look at all of their data from all of these different channels with a single pane of glass.
Hmm.
And now this week we are actually launching our Slack data analyst agent
Okay.
that is now able to talk to all of your data and get you the answers. So that's been like the latest evolution of our
Hmm.
of our journey.
Hmm. And previously, you were doing, the EIR thing, the entrepreneur in resident, for a little bit, and then you were also a fellow at Robin Hood. So, how was this baking in your brain that this needed to come
Mhm.
about?
Yeah, so my last job was at a company called Resident Home. So
Mhm.
I joined there fairly early, and as of today, it's the largest online mattress retailer in North America. We have many
Oh,
different brands you may have heard of, Nectar and Dream
yeah.
Cloud, etc. Yeah. So when I joined, we were kind of in this hyper growth phase, and data was just like an ever present issue. Too much data, it's broken, it's not accurate, it's not usable, it's not actionable, all the different things. And I kind of went down this rabbit hole of trying to build a data infrastructure internally. Next thing you know, I'm like having all of these different vendor conversations, deciding between BigQuery versus Snowflake, and having
Mhm.
to hire people to come in and sort of like manage all of these very expensive software products that don't inherently talk to each other. And we're just selling mattresses, right? So that was kind of like my big revelation
We're
is
just like, why is
managing
it?
data
Yeah, yeah.
is a problem in every business, but like in this one especially, we're just selling mattresses. So what about the brand that's selling sandals and furnitures and
Yeah,
all
a lot
kinds of
lots of
stuff?
SKUs. Yeah, yeah.
There's just this problem is
Okay.
ever present. So that's kind of where Source Medium came from.
Is it just me, Faye, or is a lot of what's trying to be solved right now is how all of your tech stack doesn't talk to each other, and so
Hmm.
let's have a thing that makes it all talk to each other,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah. In
It's
May
all pervasive.
2020,
Yeah.
when I started the company, this was not like people always like, well, why doesn't this sandals company just hire a data scientist, right? So I don't think that's what people would say now, right?
Yeah,
I
no,
feel
no.
like people are much more about, hey, you need to find the Shopify equivalent of this
Mhm.
thing.
Mhm.
And so yeah, so that did take a lot of perseverance, because that was not the common opinion back then.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So, not related to that, but going further back, like even further back, you immigrated here to the US when you were 14 from China? That's
Hmm.
what I heard? That's what I got? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And I have in your bio, your early experience of culture adaptation laid the groundwork for your entrepreneurial spirit, and you worked at Google, you did all types of things, yeah, resident home and so forth. But talk a little bit about that because there's so
Yeah.
many, so many, so many venture-backed founders who are immigrants. Obviously, this is a topic that is very apropos right now
Hmm.
and in the vernacular and with the
Yeah.
visas and all that other crap going on. So just tell us from your own opinion and from your own experience how that has shaped you today.
Yeah, it's one of those things I would not repeat again, but I
Oh,
would
yeah.
also not having gone through that
Wow.
either, you know? Like when I first arrived in the States, I actually didn't speak any English. And
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I was airdropped into the middle of seventh grade in middle school. I didn't know what a trapper keeper was. I didn't know how to
Oh,
use those lockers. Like,
oh, wow.
you
Wait,
know, in China,
wait,
we sit in
wait,
the
wait. Oh,
classroom and we don't walk around different class. Like everything was kind of opposite.
wow. Wait, where were you
Um,
drop shipped to, by the way? Like somewhere in the middle of the country or where?
in Maryland,
Oh,
actually.
okay, not the
Yeah,
middle, but okay, got you.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
In the suburbs, that
frankly
was my like.
frankly,
Mhm.
I don't know if you wanna disclose this, but, like, what happened? Did your parents go like, "Okay, we got our visas, like, we're going"?
Yeah, my mom actually had a chance to go work at NIH
Oh,
in
okay.
Bethesda,
Yeah,
and
guess where
you
you're
know,
going.
and that was her opportunity to bring me here, and the rest is history. Yeah.
Wow. So, you're there in Maryland, 7th grade, you don't speak any English, you don't even know what the no
No,
trapper thing is, oh my
zero.
god, okay, God.
Absolutely none. Yeah, but now I dreamy English. But you know, I've been speaking English now much longer than
Yeah.
Chinese. You know, so I'm almost 40 though. So you know,
This has been a while, it's been a
been
while for
around for a while.
it's
Yeah,
been a while.
yeah.
Dang, okay. Is there a pivotal moment in 7th grade, 8th grade, anything where you're just like, "Oh, this is when I had, I don't know, like, rock bottom moment of just, I am totally a fish out of water," or
Hmm.
the, "How am I gonna survive this?" Just curious.
Yeah, that was on like first day of school
Or
or
you're like
second day
every
of
single day.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I didn't know, for example, that you have to go to the locker room and change for gym class. That was not a thing for us. We just like gym classing our regular uniforms. I actually didn't even have anything to change into. I didn't have a lock, so I was
Oh, wow.
shadowing someone who came like a year earlier, and she's a girl. So
Uh-huh.
I was so scared. I was waiting outside of the girls' locker room for her to come out because I didn't know where to go. And so every single girl in seventh grade came out and looked at me and was like, "Okay, what are you doing?" And I was
Wait,
just like,
wait, so you're like,
"I don't
"Hey,
understand."
hey, I'm in gym class," and you're like, "Where are you going? What are you where's the
Yeah.
why did the outfit change?"
Why are you? Well, no, they were all like, "What are you doing here?" Like,
Oh,
why are you standing here? Like, I didn't even have any Nikes. I had like Li Nings, you know?
that's
I
right.
was like wearing a whole other
Oh
outfit,
my god.
and I just stood out. So, and they were like, what are you doing? Like, why are you standing outside the girls' locker room? And I
Like,
could
I
only
don't
say, I
know.
don't understand. And
Oh my
I was
god.
just like waiting for her to come out. So yeah, that basically like destroyed my self-esteem for a while. I'm like, all right, now forget about talking to any girls for a while, you know?
Oh god. Oh, okay, well, obviously you've bounced back, so what how to get better, basically?
Yeah, it was only up from there. I can tell you that
I mean,
much.
yeah. You know what? One of my favorite things is you can't fall from the floor.
Exactly.
You can't
Exactly.
fall from the floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, when you're on it, okay, it's cold,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. But
yeah.
I didn't know that was rock bottom at that moment. There may have been lower moments.
Well,
I'm not
okay,
sure
I was
now.
gonna say, was it? Okay, 'cause now reflecting, I'm not ready
uh,
to get into this whole psychological deep dive,
yeah.
but
Well, I'm an open book, so you can ask me
great.
anything.
That's what
Yeah,
we
I mean,
love.
it's hard to remember my entire life, but like definitely that's one of those moments where I will never forget, and that's like part of who I am, and that's like part of the reason for what I am and who I am. Because people always say, oh, like what's the thing that makes you want to do this?
Yeah,
But
okay, that's yeah, one
like
of my next
what's the
questions.
thing that taught you how to be an entrepreneur? And I think it was just those years. Like it was total uncertainty and total just like I had adaptation,
Yeah,
and that's what being an entrepreneur is, like, literally, and learning things that you have no idea about. And that's what I had to do with English, with American culture, with really everything, so that's what I do every day in work. Uh
dang.
and I think back to like other jobs or whatever, sure, but like, it's not really comparable even.
No. No, nothing like running your own thing. So speaking
Mhm.
of, and you've had other entrepreneurial things that you've done, but given that experience, giving the 7th grader who was standing outside of the PE locker room at the girls' door, wondering what is happening, being rejected and not knowing anything of what they're even saying to you, maybe that was a blessing
I
in a
don't know
way.
if I was rejected. Maybe I was accepted. I just didn't
Maybe,
know what they
yeah,
were
you don't even
saying.
know. You don't even
You
know.
know?
There's some kind of magic in that perhaps, of just like, I
Yeah.
don't know if you're telling me I'm a piece of crap. I can't understand, tone
Yeah.
here. But anyway, how has that experience then infused into the team you have now? You were mentioning you're like 5 people right now, so small,
Mhm.
small, small team. How does that work for right now?
Yeah, I think the biggest, we've been around since May 2020. So, we've gone through the
Yeah.
second greatest tech crash of all time.
Yes, wasn't that fun?
When I started
Mhm,
raising money, it was like 2 months into the crash.
mhm.
So there was just a lot of
I got this, yeah.
moments where like it was difficult.
Yeah,
And I think just like learning how to persevere as a kid, as a teenager especially, was instrumental for me. And Yeah, I think it's all about character building. And I am who I am now because not only those experiences, but my experience, running the company and evolving our product and surviving, and that's I would never give up those experiences,
mhm,
even though, like, I wouldn't want to do it again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do
yeah,
it again, but like,
yeah,
I'm glad that I'm here on the other side of it.
yeah. Oh, I feel like that's the best.
Yeah.
When you can
Yeah,
be
I
like,
agree.
"You know what? Yep." And that's where we are, and it is the
Hmm.
best. Mhm.
That's where we are.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm.
And there's
Good.
AI. Like, I did not know that was going to be a thing. So that's made my life so much easier too. So I mean, I'm very grateful for where I am
Ooh,
right now.
let's talk about that then, just a little bit. So, AI, so how is AI helping you so much more? Let's say.
Hmm.
Often everyone on here is like, "Yeah, I'm doing something in AI. I'm building something in AI."
Hmm.
And it's like, "Y yes, okay, great." But, like, you as a founder, not using your own stuff, what does it look like?
Oh, just like personally.
Yeah,
I mean, really everything. Uh, like for example, coding. I'm a technical founder,
yeah,
and now my productivity has probably 100x.
awesome.
And that
100x?
has
It's pretty dang good.
that's not exact math, but
Yeah, of
way
course,
more than what it was
of course.
before.
Yeah.
And there's just a lot of implications, right? Like, before, it was I had to raise capital and bring a big team without the market demand and all of that, right? So now
Mhm.
we're just able to still move at the speed of a company that's like 4, 5, 6 times the size,
Yeah,
and have a product that can actually be superior. And it
yeah.
just allows us to just like leverage so much more out of every person that we have. And I actually like to have our team size as a creative constraint, right? Is,
Mm,
well, how can we 2x our customer count without hiring new people, right? Where are the bottlenecks really going to be? How do we prioritize our automation workflows and automation roadmap?
mhm.
it just forces you to think about that if you say we're not going to hire more people. And that was not like the dominant thought,
Yeah.
even a couple years ago was all about raise a bunch of money, hire, right? And
Yep.
the value of the founder was decided on their ability to attract talent and retain talent,
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
regardless of profitability and growth, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, so I'm feeling I'm feeling great about that because like I prefer to work with a much more lean and focused team. At one point we were like 3 times the size, right? And like
Oh, okay. Ooh, let's talk about that a little bit. So
mhm.
you were okay. Tell us more.
Yeah, so we raised like a little bit of seed money and at the top of 2022, I think,
Yeah. You're like, "Ooh,
or
higher, higher, higher." Okay.
um, yeah, so it was the month of the Silicon Valley bank crash. I remember that
Oh,
very, very
good.
vividly.
Who doesn't remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I remember exactly what I was doing. So, so like we were fortunate enough to have raised a little bit of money in those times, and then it was like, all right, how do we spend it? Hire people, right? So, next thing you know, we got up to like, we went from like 6, 7 people to 15 or 14, and I was like totally really unprepared for that.
Yeah.
Especially we're just completely remote, and it's been remote since day zero because the company
Mhm.
was started 2 months into COVID.
Pandemic, yeah, yeah.
So that was just the default. So
Mhm.
managing that many people remotely was not really something that I was prepared for, and it
Yeah,
just created a lot of problems.
yeah.
And but last year we were able to like just kind of rethink everything and get our team size down to like you know 5 or 6 with contractors, and just like focus more on
Impressed.
technology and workflow and automation, and everyone's actually way happier, believe it or not.
Okay, so that's
um,
gonna be my next question. You took it out of me, which is that better? Are you enjoying that more?
mhm. Yeah, it's better for us, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that that's the right playbook for everyone.
Mhm.
But I think the biggest thing was to just have the self-awareness, right? Having
Mhm.
tried the other way and failed and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff, and kind of getting back to the drawing board and like, what really works for me, what really works for
Yeah.
this company, and what kind of a work company setup is going to bring not only myself but everybody else on the team happiness and peace. Like those are my two
Mhm.
primary KPIs in life, is being happy and being peaceful. So
Happiness and peace. Oh,
yeah,
Faye, I think that is, I haven't heard that yet before, so I think you're the first. Happiness and peace,
yeah,
KPIs.
yeah.
Okay.
That's my short, medium, and long term KPIs.
I
So
like this. I will also comment, I don't think there's been any damn founder who's like, "You know what I can't wait to do? Hire a lot more people." That sounds so
yeah,
fun to me. No one says that, right, Faye? Okay.
yeah.
Secondly, though, let's go back to that happiness and peace, and this can take us to the end here. How are you measuring that? You said KPI.
Hmm.
Do you have a
Yeah,
routine in which you touch base with yourself and go, "How am I doing, Faye? How happy am I?"
yeah. I think I mean, that's a very layered question. I think
It
there's so
is.
many different pieces to this, but
Mhm.
when it comes to our employees, like, uh, working smart, not hard, right?
Yeah,
Having
yeah,
flexibility, right? I believe in work life harmony. Like, I think
yeah.
that's one of the key things, autonomy and ownership. Like, that's what people have been saying is what they need, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we have amazing, amazing people that have been with us for years. Like, our attrition
Mhm.
rate is very low, because we focus so much on that, and like our goal is it's a marathon, right? So I think a lot
It
of
is,
the
yeah.
everybody works 7 days a week and da 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 da, like it's just not what I believe.
Mhm. You're not
I
on the 996.
Yeah, like I just think it's all contrived. I think it's about getting shit done and understanding the objective, and just like driving towards the vision. What's funny is when I started the company, the original vision in May 2020 was a Slack analyst that never sleeps. That's like our current Facebook page banner that's been there since 2020.
Yeah.
And now we're shipping that after building all of the infrastructure, all the foundation for 5 years. And, there was pre-ChatGPT. Like, I didn't know I had no idea how to build something like that. But I was just dumb enough to just go forward. And then I built all of Rome over 5 years, right? And it took us like 5 months to build the agent. And now we have something that is state of the art. So, like, that gives me happiness and peace, right? Is achieving a vision and achieving a goal and having that line of sight. That's what gives me happiness and peace. Yeah.
I love that. Faye, I love it. Let's end it
Thank
right
you.
there. Let's end it
Okay.
right there.
Oh,
Happiness and peace. And also thank you for just giving like the contrast, because there is quite a spectrum right now on, is it the 996 and we're doing this until we die type of philosophies? And then we have, I think, people like you who are like, wait a second. Am I going to enjoy the work I do? Am I going to enjoy the people I work with? Are we going to build something great? That's the goal, but we'll see.
So what would Rick Rubin say, right? Like, I think
what would he say?
I take pity on the people that are like, oh, I got to work every day because that's the right thing to do. Like, clearly they're not focusing on what matters in life, and it's, I think I'm just at a point in life where it's like, yeah, I could be doing this company for 20 more years, right?
Yeah.
So why am I killing myself, right?
Yeah.
Like, if this company isn't making me happier, if it's not bringing me peace, if it's not bringing me fulfillment, then why am I doing this? Because, we were lucky enough to not have overraised. So, and I'm a single founder. So, like,
yes,
I have control, I have agency. And like, if it's,
that's a lot of peace.
Yeah, my big realization was, I struggle with chronic anxiety and all of that from doing this.
Oh, we're ending now, Faye? Like, God, we can talk about all of this. Okay, chronic anxiety. So okay, this explains why peace is such a high mark.
Yeah. No, in 2021 through 4, like, I had like extreme anxiety, like daily, and everything was fight or flight. Every day was fight or flight, and I was just like, I don't want to do this for 10 more years. Like, why am I doing this to myself, right? Like, it's not fulfilling. So that's when I had to kind of rethink everything. Like, the company is here to make people happy and bring us peace. Like, it's not the other way around,
My final comment on that is, because I built BAM in the same way, is no. I am not going to serve the company. Like, this is not going to be in service. I'm going to work my butt off. I'm going to do all the things. I'm going to get the most extraordinary people here, etc. But it will serve me.
Yeah. Like, what is a company anyways? It's not even a thing.
It's not even a thing. It's made up. Everything's made up.
So why are you letting it dictate how you feel? Especially as founder, CEO, like, when there is agency, then there's no excuse.
That's the thing. That's what just gets me, Faye. Sometimes I'm like, but you're in charge, CEO. You're the one who's brought everybody here.
Like, be in charge.
Be in charge. Oh, Faye, I cannot. This is a whole other episode of just founders are not in charge. We can have a whole session on this because it drives me bonkers. I'm like,
there's so many different ways now.
And to me, it just showcases a tremendous gap in leadership and agency, frankly. When you just raise your 17 million or goddamn whatever, and yet you have to get a board.
That's why you're not in charge, by the way.
By the way, that's right.
That's how you get not in charge.
Faye, we could go on and on.
We can go on and on. Yeah.
But here we are, because we're just here for a coffee. Faye Wang, thank you for being here. You're CEO and founder of Source Media.
.com.ai. Go check it out.
AI. Happiness and peace be with you.
And .com. We got both.
And .com. Good.
And .limo and .party. We have all the
good. Okay,
all the domains. Yeah.
Good. Smart. Thank you again. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Beck. Take care.